And welcome back to another Tyler and Eli Fantasy Football Tips podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Belowski, and our other host,
Eli Belowski.
And this is Season 2, Episode 9, Week 2 of the NFL season, guys. Oh, man, what an excellent first week. All those guys who thought Eli that was going to blow up, they didn't do anything. And all those guys who were going to do nothing, did everything.
Yeah, like Kareem Hunt and Mike Gillislee.
Yeah, they both blew it up. And those guys who didn't do anything, Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, just
Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, they all were just even Bell. Bell was horrible. He had like 20 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
But guys, we got an awesome episode tonight. We're gonna go through our nines. We're gonna go through our main topic. We're gonna do some pick'ems for you. But before we start, I want to say we're teaming up with the Drafting Sleeper guys at DraftingSleeper.com. Guys, this is an awesome website. It's a social network for fantasy sports. Obviously, we're doing football, but they have baseball, basketball, and hockey when the hockey starts up. But guys, these guys are awesome. So you go there, you ask questions, you just discuss the season, you discuss your fantasy teams, just football in general. Guys, DraftingSleepers.com is an awesome place, and we thank them so much for teaming up with us for this podcast this year. Eli, let's get right. Oh, we have a new segment we want to call Tips of the Week. It's in the title, Eli. It's FantasyFootballTips.com or Fantasy Football Tips Podcast. So this week's tip, Eli, is, guys, listen. Experts are experts, but sometimes they mess up. Okay?
Yep, even we mess up, surprisingly.
We mess up because here's the reason why. We are only as good as the guys that we say are going to do good. Or they're not going to be as good as we thought they were going to be. For example, Kareem Hunt. No one really thought he was going to be that awesome, but he was.
Or Mike Gillislee.
We know they have it in them, but they just blew it up. However, on the flip side, everyone thought Joe Mixon was going to do awesome in Cincinnati. He has done nothing the last 2 games. Nothing. So the experts and us just take it with a grain of salt and ultimately make your lineup with your gut, what you truly believe. Unless you get 17 experts saying start Kareem Hunt, but even then, he's going to have an off game. So
Yeah, that was probably... I think that game was a fluke for both Mike Gillislee and Kareem Hunt. So I wouldn't start at either of those. Maybe Kareem Hunt as your number 2 or flex, but not Mike Gillislee. Because they play this. Well, they do play the Saints, but they have a great offense.
They do, but I think with that, Eli, I think the Saints, the defense is not that great. He's still going to get those. He's still going to get 1 or 2 touchdowns. He may not get the yards, but he's going to get the touchdowns.
Yeah, but here's what I think: they're going to be passing a lot because Drew Brees is just going to blow it up. He's going to pass probably 3+ touchdowns. So I think they're going to be a passing game.
Yeah, and we'll definitely get back into that game later on. But guys, take the experts' opinions as a grain of salt. All right, moving on to the next segment. Nines. Our nines is news, information, notes, emails, and stats. This is presented by PristineAuction.com. Awesome website again. Best sports memorabilia out there. Best signed sports memorabilia out there. Eli and I are eyeballing a Larry Fitzgerald signed jersey. We would love Larry Fitz. We're looking to try to get his jersey. I know Eli also likes Jake Butt for Denver Broncos. But guys, legit site. Everything is free to sign up, free to bid. When you sign up, mention our podcast, the Tyler and Eli Fantasy Football Tips Podcast. And awesome prices, awesome deals. Every sport. They have movie stuff. PristineAuction.com is awesome. Eli, the first 9 for the week is...
David Johnson has a wrist injury and is going to be out 8 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, they put him on the IR, and guys, listen, it's a huge blow. Number 1 draft pick in most leagues, and
number 1, number 2.
Yeah, it depends on which way you're going. So David Johnson, that's a huge blow. So right now I wouldn't worry about the backups. I wouldn't worry about picking up the backups because you can get someone way better.
Yeah, they did re-sign Chris Johnson, though.
Yep, so because he knows the playbook. But even then, you're not going to start him.
No
A huge
way.
blow, David Johnson out for pretty much the whole regular season for your fantasy league.
That's got to stink.
It definitely stinks. Luckily, we don't have him.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, Eli.
Allen Robinson is in... He has a torn ACL and is done for the season.
Yeah, they also put him on the IR. And, guys, again, a huge blow for the Jacksonville in their passing game. Now you got to rely on Allen Hurns and Marquise Lee. You can pick them up, but I would stay away from Jacksonville. Fournette's really the only guy they have out there now.
Maybe if in a deep league or pick him up on the free agent wire, Chris Ivory or the other running back.
T.J. Yeldon. Yeah, I like Chris
Yeldon.
Ivory. He's the change of pace guy right now. Yeldon's kind of just sitting back. Number 3, Eli. Kevin White is on the IR with a broken shoulder, wide receiver for the Bears. Seriously, guys, Kevin White is if he needs to stop playing football. Every year he is hurt.
Yeah, this is his 3rd year. Last year we thought he was going to do huge things. He didn't. I'm pretty sure he got injured last year too.
Yep, and this year we thought the same thing, bounce back year, but seriously, he's done. Don't even worry about ever drafting him again.
For 3 straight seasons he's been injured, so I'm not drafting him ever again.
Yeah, same here. He's just too much, and
unless he goes Doug Baldwin and gets 14 touchdowns.
Oh my goodness!
In one
Don't
season.
even mention Doug Baldwin. Number 4, Eli. Read number 4.
Andrew Luck is out for week 2, which is big for the Colts because they are playing Arizona. With their defense, that's really hard because they're not going to do very good. All they have really there is T.Y. Hilton. To start is T.Y. Hilton and Frank Gore, so stay away from any Colts really this week.
Yeah, they got Jacoby Brissett.
Brissett.
Give him another week to learn the playbook a little bit better. Then maybe you can take off with T.Y. Hilton and Dante Moncrief. But for now, just shut down all of your Colts. You're not even going to start Frank Gore. However, keep an eye on Marlon Mack. He is the rookie running back there. He's going to be dynamite. If you're in a dynasty league, definitely try to get him if he's still available. Number 5 is Thomas Rawls for the Seattle Seahawks. Will play this week, guys. I know it's kind of a cluster there in Seattle with the running backs, but Thomas Rawls is pretty much the number 1. He stays healthy, he'll be the number 1 for the rest of the year.
He will have to compete with C.J. Prosise and Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, and they got another guy, Chris something, the 4th string. A lot of people are liking him right now, but guys,
we aren't.
Yeah, just because he's a rookie, he's a 4th stringer. Stay with Thomas Rawls, and I would say even Eddie Lacy. CJ Prosise is always injured too.
Mm-hmm.
Whew, I'm speeding tonight. I don't know why. We're rushing tonight. Number 6, Arizona. We already mentioned signed Chris Johnson. Number 7, this is a huge blow for us. We had him in the Scott Fishbowl League. CJ Fedorowicz, Eli, is out for the year with concussions.
That stinks for everyone that owns him. We all thought he was gonna have a blow up year. He was gonna do great because except for DeAndre Hopkins, he's really the only target there with Will Fuller out. Yep. But he just went down, so that did not help us.
And that even hurts Houston too because now they just put in Deshaun Watson, your boy. He did an awesome job Thursday night. You like him a lot. Had a 49, 50-yard touchdown scramble. Rookie quarterbacks like that tight end, but now there is talk though. Actually, they did. They signed they're talking to Gary Barnidge from last year's Cleveland Browns.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Did they sign him? Or?
Last time I knew, he was in the facility talking with them, and if they
that's
can't,
a good thing for Houston.
Yeah, they need that veteran presence. They need that veteran target.
They need a tight end for Pete's sake.
Yeah, and Watson and him will hook up all year this year. So pick up if you have a deep league, pick up Gary Barnidge. Because if I'm Houston, I'm going to throw a lot of money at him saying, hey, we need you. He's still good. He's still young. He's a little injured, but
not too injured.
But he had a great year last year and the year before. So Gary Barnidge.
I don't know why the Browns dropped him, really. Well, they did get the rookie tight end.
Yeah,
but,
that's why.
I mean, they still should have kept him. He's pretty good.
Number 8, Danny Amendola is going to be not playing tomorrow night for the New England Patriots. He is out with, I believe, either concussion or leg. One of the two. I missed the report. I heard it on the radio, but Danny Amendola is not. So get him out of your lineup and get Chris Hogan in. I think him and Cooks are going to be...
And Mitchell.
No, Malcolm Mitchell is also out.
Oh, yeah.
He's out. He's not coming back until week 9.
Man, the Patriots wide receivers are just going down.
They are. That firepower everyone thought they had, and now they're just dropping like flies in New England. But I'm pretty sure they'll find someone. They actually got for that Jacoby
Brissett
trade. They got they traded a wide receiver for him.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but he's really just doing kick returns right now. Eli, go for it. Talk talk about J.J. Watt, $37 million for
Yep.
Hurricane.
For Hurricane Harvey, J.J. Watt has already donated $37 million to help for Harvey, and I don't think some of that is going to Irma, but a lot of it, most of it is going to Harvey. I think.
Yeah, they shutting it down for the most part. I think they're going to cap it right now at $37 million. So yeah, that's awesome, JJ Watt. You did an amazing job, and everyone who donated, thank you so much. So we got some emails. We got 2 emails, or actually 2 Twitter emails, and we're gonna be.
There's one from.
We got one from Ray. He's asking Eli, should he drop Eric Ebron for Charles Clay? What do you think about that?
Well, Eric Ebron, he does have the good quarterback, and they are playing the Giants this week, so not the best matchup. So I think, but Charles Clay, that's not a bad pickup, but I think I would do that because I think Tyrod is gonna look at Charles Clay because rookie wide receiver Zay Jones against Carolina's defense. So I think they're gonna target Charles Clay because he knows their defense. He's played them a couple times.
Exactly. I'm the same way. I would drop Eric Ebron. There's a handful of targets in Detroit. Charles Clay is really the only target in Buffalo. Even for the whole season, I'd keep Charles Clay over the Eric Ebron. Now, I'm going to take, obviously, Gronk or Kelsey over Charles Clay. But Charles Clay for Eric Ebron, go ahead, Ray, and drop him and get Charles Clay. He also asked, no, actually, this is someone else. This is Chris from Canada. That's all he said, Canada. Didn't give me a city, but Chris from Canada asked, should I start Chris Hogan versus the Saints or Sammy Watkins versus the Redskins? Who would you start, Chris Hogan for the Saints or Sammy Watkins for the Redskins?
I'd start Sammy only because he's a lot better fantasy-wise. He does only have Jared Goff, though. That's pretty hard compared to Tom Brady. Pretty bad compared to Tom Brady. Pretty bad in general.
Yeah.
So I would start Sammy Watkins. I mean, the Redskins' defense isn't that bad. Well, isn't that good, I mean. So I'd start Sammy Watkins.
I'm actually going to flip it and say I'm going to start Chris Hogan, and here's why. And there's nothing wrong with what Eli said. Eli's correct. Sammy Watkins is the better player. However, he's going to have Norman guarding him. So I'm going to stay Chris Hogan because he has Tom Brady throwing to him, and he's playing the Saints defense. So Chris from Canada, I say Chris Hogan. Eli says Sammy Watkins. So again, experts that don't know, flip the coin, go with your gut. Go with Chris Hogan.
I got the Patriots wide receiver that they traded for Jacoby Brissett. It's Philip Dorsett.
Philip Dorsett, yes.
And it says that he was a fan of Tom Brady growing up, so
Well, yeah,
that's going to help him.
Yep, exactly. Right now, though, he's doing mostly kick returns and punt returns, but I'm pretty sure he's going to get lined up in the receivers because of Danny Amendola.
At least a couple times every game.
Sure. All right, now it's the main topic, guys. This is where we tell you to start every player on every team, even the backup third-string punter. We do that here, right? Third-string punters?
No, we don't even do punters.
Oh. Maybe that...
Like 1% of leagues draft punters.
Yeah, but they do have them. I've seen that, though.
Yeah.
They do have them, but not in this show. We don't do that stuff here.
Yeah.
All right, no, this is where we start, sit, and our start, sit main topics is presented by the fantasyfootballtshirt.com company. Guys, these are the most awesomest, if that's a word, awesomest t-shirts out there for fantasy football. They're super comfy, they're super funny, they're super awesome. And again, guys, fantasyfootballtshirts.com, making fantasy a reality. Go check out their site, check out the cool slogans they have. They have Game of Throws, they have Star WR84.
They have Red Zone and I guess it's from Red Bull. They have Fantasy Champion, Fan in White, and the rest of the words in gray. So it's a really good website.
Yeah, they have men's shirts, women's shirts, kids shirts, coffee cups, you name it, they can probably do it for you. That's fantasyfootballtshirts.com. Thank you for presenting our main topic. So Eli, we're gonna go through each game, tell you to sit, start, and then we'll wrap it up. We're gonna make it a quick one tonight. Cleveland, Baltimore. Pretty much all you really need to do is start Terrence West. He's going to run all over Cleveland.
Isaiah Crowell.
Crowell, that's probably the only one from Cleveland you're going to start.
Maybe Terrell Pryor.
Nope, because he's on Washington.
Yeah,
you got to get that's 3 times now you said that. That's all right. It happens.
Keep forgetting that.
It happens. All right, maybe Mike Wallace and Jeremy Maclin that they just got.
Yeah.
So those 3, maybe Joe Flacco if you're playing 2 quarterbacks. Buffalo at Carolina, you're going to play Tyrod, you're going to play Charles Clay and LaShawn McCoy.
Maybe Zay Jones. Well, actually, not Zay Jones.
Deep leagues, definitely deep leagues. Carolina, Newton, Olsen, McCaffrey, Stewart, and Calvin Benjamin. That's about it.
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals, this game is going to be interesting. They're playing the Cardinals versus the Colts. Again, shut down everyone on the Colts team unless you got super deep leagues. 1, it's a tough defense. 2, the offense is just horrible. However, on Arizona, start everyone. Start Palmer. Start Larry Fitz. Start John Brown. Start all the receivers. You could even start some of the backup running backs because they're going to run all over Indianapolis.
Yeah, but it is in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, so
Get that home crowd for the Colts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And since their team isn't the best, they're probably going to be cheering them on. So I think, those are the guys you should start. Tennessee, Jacksonville, a division rival game. It is in Jacksonville, so.
Who are you starting for Jacksonville?
Really Leonard Fournette, and that's it.
That's it, and the defense. I would start the defense. That's a solid defense right there. I'd start Baltimore defense and Arizona defense. We didn't mention defenses.
Oh yeah.
Tennessee, you're going to start Walker, Mariota, Corey Davis, DeMarco Murray. Henry, if you got deep leagues, and maybe Eric Decker, too, for deeper leagues.
Yeah.
Philly Chiefs, I think this is going to be a great game. I'd say this is the best game for the afternoon. 1 o'clock games, I think. You got Wentz. You can do Alshon Jeffries. You can do Zach Ertz. On the Kansas City side, you're going to start Kareem Hunt and Travis Kelce. I wouldn't touch either defenses because it's going to be a shootout. I think it's going to be like a 30, 40-point game.
Yeah, and I almost said Jamal Charles, but that was like 3 years ago when you'd start him.
He was good. Yeah, who are you starting for New England versus the Saints?
Really everyone on that team, on both teams, because it's just going to be a huge game. Don't start the Patriots defense, though. Try and find like Baltimore or maybe even Carolina or Arizona.
Yeah, you got the Saints, you got New England, you got their players. Put them in if they're healthy and playing. Obviously, not starting Amendola, Edelman, but you got them. Plug them. Yeah, Willie Snead's still suspended. He's got 2 more games left. So all the Saints, all the Patriots, start them because it's going to be 65-67. Whew. Minnesota and Pittsburgh. Minnesota, that's such a tough team because you know what. So we're going to pause right now. Pause. That's a pause button sound. No? No, all right. All right, Minnesota last week. We were in the Scott Fish Bowl League. We were up by 60 points.
60 points.
60 points. We're thinking of going to bed Monday night. Vikings, we're just going to beat them. The guy, I can't remember who he played, but he's from RotoViz. I know that. Charlie something. Sorry, Charlie, I can't remember your last name. But he had Stephon Diggs and Sam Bradford and maybe a couple of those small, no-name guys. We're up by 60. He turns it around, gets like 6 touchdowns, and he beats us by 20. In the history of fantasy football, the 20-plus years I've been playing, I've never seen that happen. I've seen .01 games. I've seen 1-point games. I've never seen an 80-point swing. Unbelievable. With that said, Minnesota versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's defense is amazing. Minnesota's defense is amazing. So I think it's going to be about a 12 to 6-point game.
With Pittsburgh having 12 points.
Yeah, right? And
I actually do think they'll win. Sneak peek for later on in the game.
Yep. So don't start Bradford this week. Maybe Diggs and Adam Thielen and Dalvin Cook and Rudolph. just be cautious because Pittsburgh's defense is great, and obviously the big three: Big Ben, Brown, and Bell. Jesse James, cautious of this, guys. Too. Here's another tip for you: don't chase fantasy points because Jesse James tore it up last week with 1-2 touchdowns. Now everyone's going after him. Don't chase the hot hand because here's why, Eli. Hot hands only last for 1 or 2 weeks. They don't last the whole season.
Except for Doug Baldwin.
Give me a solid tight end like Charles Clay, who's going to give me 7 to 10 points every week instead of Jesse James, who's going to give me 7 to 10 points for the rest of the season. Solid. You want solid players. Don't chase points. Chicago, Tampa Bay. Eli, go. Who are you starting for Chicago?
No one except for Jordan Howard.
Yeah, really. That's about it. They got some. Tampa Bay. You're going to start D. Jax. You're going to start Mike Evans, Jameis Winston, Jaquez Rogers. Their defense. Start Tampa Bay's defense this week.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to tear it up.
Last year they didn't have incredible numbers, but they were pretty good.
Yep.
So I think they got like top 15, top 16 last year.
Yep.
So, and they're playing Chicago. So
yeah, Chicago's going to be horrible this year again, unfortunately. Though they're going to, I think they're going to turn it around. They got Trubisky coming in probably by the end of the season. He'll be starting. Miami Dolphins, Los Angeles Chargers. You're going to start Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, and Keenan Allen for sure. If you got some deep leagues, go after the other receivers because Miami Dolphins defense is not great, especially the secondary, Eli. Miami Dolphins, who are you going to start? You're going to start Jay Cutler this week against the Chargers?
No, probably not. The Chargers defense is pretty good. They got Joey Bosa, this is his second year. They got a lot of other guys, so really you're only starting Jay and maybe
Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, Jarvis Landry.
Maybe Parker, maybe.
I don't know.
Deep leagues, maybe. All right, New England Jets versus the Oakland Raiders. Jets, you're going to start no one.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're not starting anyone from the Jets this week.
Or any other week, for that matter.
Well, it depends on the matchup. If they're playing the Browns, I'm going to start Powell. Or I'm going to start, Forte, and that's about it. Oakland Raiders, you're going to start Lynch, Cooper, Carr. Jared Cook this week would be a good streamer pick this week
because they're playing New York. So
yep. You want and then you got Crabtree too. I'd like to see the Jets play the Colts this week and see who wins. That's either going to be like a tie or like 80-80.
I'd rather see a 2-0 game.
That would be pretty
Won
sweet.
by a safety.
Won by a safety. Who would get the safety? Who would get that?
Oh man, that's probably. Probably I'd have to say the Browns because they have Myles Garrett. So.
Oh, I said Colts, but yeah. Well, Put all three teams: the Browns, Colts, and Jets. The Browns are going to win by a safety because of Pepper. Pepper's safe. Pepper's get the safety.
You mean Garrett, Myles Garrett?
No, I like Peppers from Michigan.
Oh, well, I like Myles Garrett from Texas A&M.
All right, there you go. Back on track. Dallas Cowboys with Denver Broncos. You're going to start Zeke, Dak. We're going to talk about football.
You're going to start Dak Prescott. You're going to start Zeke Elliott, like you said. You're going to start Dez Bryant, maybe Cole Beasley in a deep league, but they are playing Denver defense. So that's a little iffy for me to start Cole Beasley. Yeah.
Yeah, Cole Beasley, you're going to do some PPR with him because he's going to be the dink and dunk because Denver's defense is good. You said Dez. Yeah. I had to step out, guys. I'm stepping out in and out. Kids are getting out of bed. They're trying to train. That's why we're rushing a little bit. But hey, you know what? It happens. It's life. It happens. It happens.
We actually have a family. So.
Yeah, we have a family. I have a job. I have lives. I'm not paid to do this. I enjoy doing it. So kids are going to come in. They're going to get out. I'm okay with it. Denver. You're going to start C.J. Anderson, Demaryius Thomas, and Emmanuel Sanders. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You could start the defense, maybe.
Yeah, they are only playing Dallas. It's not the best. They don't have the best offense. Yeah. So, yeah, that's really all for Dallas and Denver. Washington, Los Angeles Rams. For Washington, you might want to start their defense, but there's Kirk Cousins. There is.
Now you got Terrell Pryor.
Yep,
Terrell Pryor. Jamison Crowder's a little dinged up, so I would try to not to start him if you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to get Jordan Reed. I'm not touching any of the running backs this week. That Ram defense is really good this year.
Mm-hmm.
Rams, you're going to start Watkins, Cooper Kupp, and Gurley. That's about it. Maybe Robert Woods, super deep leagues.
Yeah, really, really, really deep leagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get some PPRs, but not enough
start.
because I think Cooper's going to come on strong. He's going to be that superstar.
Yeah, we have him in our church league, so
Yep.
we hope he comes on strong.
Yeah,
I think he will.
I actually think Cooper Kupp's going to be the next Julian Edelman. Just that 100 catches a year, 1,000 yards, and like 6 touchdowns. Yeah. He's that type of player.
As long as he can get a quarterback, really.
He needs to find his way to New England,
mm-hmm.
or Green Bay or something. All right, San Francisco at Seattle. You're not starting anyone from San Francisco. Not even Pierre Garçon this week.
No way. They're playing the Legion of Boom.
Yeah, Seattle start that defense. You're going to start Russell Wilson. You're going to start Jimmy Graham. Again, you can start Thomas Rolls. Just be cautious. Same with Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy, you're going to start him too as a flex. You got Doug Baldwin, I guess, if you want to start him. But yeah, so start everyone on Seattle.
Which everyone does,
yes.
Except for you.
I don't, because I don't have them. I don't want them. All right, the Sunday night game, NBC game of the week is Green Bay at Atlanta. Again, I think this is going to be a huge, huge high-scoring game. So start everyone under the sun. All the players for Green Bay, you know them. All the ones for Atlanta, just start them all.
Just like New England and New Orleans.
Yeah. Don't start the defenses, though, because it's going to be a blowout.
Yeah. It seems like Green Bay is in every game of the week, every week of the year. You
want good TV, so that's why they do it, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Monday Night Football, you got the Detroit Lions at the New York Giants. Detroit Lions, Matthew Stafford blew it up last week. Get him in there. However, just be cautious. New York secondary is pretty tough this year, and that defense. But you can start him. Start Golden Tate. Start Amir Abdullah, and start their new guy, Kenny Galloway. He's a sleeper. He's a rookie this year.
Sleeper.
I like him. It's one of the only few rookies I like. I'm not starting him yet, and especially this week. But you got Marvin Jones. I think he's going to pass him here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Giants, Eli. You're going to start Eli? I'd start him against his defense. You're going to start OBJ. OBJ is going to play this week, guys. I said it last week, but he's coming back. He's been practicing all week. So get him in your lineups. You're going to start Brandon Marshall, Sterling Shepard in a deeper league. Evan Ingram, I like him this week. He's kind of that streamer pick if you need a tight end.
Yeah, he's going to be really good against the Lions defense.
Yeah, and I would even start the Giants defense too. They're going to get you about 6 or 7 sacks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, so as we continue to speed along, that does it for our main topic presented by FantasyFootballT-shirts.com. Guys, that's our sit starts of the week. Again, email us anytime if you have questions at Tyler and Eli FantasyFootballTips.com.
Podcast.
Sorry, Tyler and Eli FFTips at gmail.com. Eli, why don't you go ahead and start the pick'ems? I already tell you this: Cleveland, Baltimore. I'm going to take Baltimore.
Yeah. And also I just got news that Giants list Beckham as questionable against the Lions. So, but he'll probably play. So starting with the pick'ems, I think Baltimore is going to beat Cleveland. They're in Baltimore, and I just think they have a better team.
Yeah.
So Baltimore's going to win.
Yeah, Ravens are going to crush them. Buffalo Bills versus Carolina. I'm going to go with Carolina, Eli.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but Carolina, I think.
Their defense is awesome this year. They just got too much firepower on that offense in Carolina.
Yeah, Luke Kuechly. They have the rookie, not on defense, but on
Christian
offense.
McCaffrey. Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey.
I think they're just going to. I think Buffalo's just going to be over the head with that defense. Arizona and Colts. I think we're both going to say Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals.
Tennessee and Jacksonville. Who do you got?
That's really hard to say. I think it's gonna be Jacksonville. I'm going with the upset. It's
That is a big upset, and I almost picked Jacksonville until Allen Robinson got hurt.
Oh yeah, that's true. But it definitely will be a close game. So, but yeah, I think Jacksonville's going to win. Surprisingly, they're going to be down. Blake Bortles is going to throw 1,000,000 touchdowns to Allen Hurns. So I really think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to win this game.
Oh, you're picking Jacksonville still. I'm going to go with Tennessee. I like Tennessee's offense this year. If Allen Robinson was here and playing, I'd pick Jacksonville. That defense is awesome. But Tennessee's got more firepower than Jacksonville. So Tennessee, Philly, Kansas City, Eli.
Kansas City, I think, is going to win this one. They just they got Kareem Hunt. They got not Jeremy Maclin anymore, but Travis Kelce. They've got solid firepower on offense.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, he caught a big bomb last week. I was gonna pick Kansas City, but now that Eric Berry is out for the year with Achilles tendon injury, that's going to open up that middle of the offense for Philadelphia. I'm picking Philadelphia. I'm going to pick a close game, but Philadelphia. New England Saints, I have New England. I think they're going to bounce back from last week. I think Tom Brady's upset. I think Belichick's upset. New Orleans defense is not as strong as their offense, so I'm going to go with New England.
I thought you said New Orleans.
No, I'm going to go with New England.
You just changed.
I'm going New England.
Okay.
Patriots, Tom Brady. I like Tom Brady, New England.
Because you just said that Tom Brady was going to get mad. But, yeah, I like the Saints this week. They just have, I think they have more options to throw to. I mean, Willie Snead is out, but I'm going to pick the Saints this week.
Okay. Vikings, Steelers. I think we both can go with Steelers. Buccaneers, Bears. Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
Dolphins, Chargers. Just because their defense is so bad. I think for the last three, I think Pittsburgh firepower is better. Tampa Bay is way better than Chicago.
Yeah.
And Chargers are just way better than Dolphins. Same with Oakland over the Jets. Raiders.
No, the Jets.
You're picking the Jets to beat the Raiders?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I would say, give me all your candy bar bats. All right, we'll both go with the Raiders. Cowboys in Denver. Who do you got?
Cowboys, I think, because Zeke's gonna blow it up. He's just gonna run all over the Denver defense.
It's not a bad pick. You know, they're playing 4:30 in Denver. I'm gonna go with the Broncos just because they're at home. If this is in Dallas, I'd pick Dallas. So Denver, you guys.
What if it was in Oklahoma City?
Halfway point. Tie. All right, Redskins, Rams. I'm gonna go with the Rams this week. I think they're gonna pull it off again.
I can see that happening. I mean, I don't think they're gonna win. I'm picking Washington, but
all right.
I can see someone picking that.
All right. So 49ers, Seahawks. I think we're both gonna go with Seahawks. Packers, Falcons. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I like their offense a little bit better than Atlanta's because I have a little more option for them. So I'm gonna go Packers. Eli, Falcons or Packers?
The Falcons. I think.
Okay.
They're at home. If it was in Lambeau, I would pick Green Bay. Actually, I'd probably still pick Atlanta because I think they have more options there. They have Taylor Gabriel, who is a deep sleeper. They have Mohamed Sanu, who was a sleeper last year. Obviously, Julio Jones, Tevin Coleman, and Devontae Freeman. Austin Hooper,
better tight end
Matt Ryan. Their defense is a little bit better.
Yeah, that's not bad. Wow, you almost changed my mind. Almost. All right,
Almost.
Lions, Giants. I think we'll both go with
Lions.
Giants. You are killing me. No way, man.
No, I'm picking the Giants, unfortunately.
I knew you were going to say that. I could tell the way you looked. All right, just because of the offense. For me, it's the defense. The Giants' defense is just better than Detroit's.
For me, it's just the team.
Yeah.
Giants are just better than Detroit, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I used to like the Giants, and then I used to like the Lions.
I think, you did. And now you went to Pittsburgh.
Yep, Pittsburgh is better than both combined.
Oh, we'll have to do that for another show because it's time for us to wrap it up. That's our pick'ems. That's who to think we're going to pick or win each game. Guys, once again, you can find us on YouTube at the Tyler and Eli Fantasy Football Tips Podcast. You can email us at Tyler and Eli Fantasy Football Tips.com. That's not true. It's Tyler and Eli FF Tips at gmail.com. Wow, that's twice I messed that up. And again, you can find us on draftingsleepers.com, the social network for fantasy play.
And find us on Twitter. You can tweet us on Twitter at Tyler Belowski. And
that's TYLERBELAWSKE. And Eli, again, we want to thank PristineAuction.com. Who else do we want to thank?
FantasyFootballT-shirts.com. We're really happy for them joining up with us and us joining up with them. That's going to help both of us get out more.
And again, we're going to say thanks to Drafting Sleepers and hooking us up with their website. We love those guys. Those guys are awesome. And any final thoughts for this weekend, Eli?
I think the true game of the week is going to be the New York-Oakland game.
The Jets-Oakland. Why?
I don't.
You're killing me. What's your true game of the week?
The actual game of the week, Green Bay, Atlanta.
Yeah.
But Atlanta is going to win.
Yeah, I think it's a good pick too. All right, that's gonna do it for us. I'm Tyler Belowski,
I'm Eli Belowski.
and this is the Tyler and Eli Fantasy Football Tips Podcast.
See you next week, guys.
See ya.